Okay, so I'm not sure what happened there, but whatever. Let's do the video and then you can do this in your own time. So I'm going to, first of all, you've got our cord, and our cord is 90 centimeters. The thinking behind that, we're working with the law of three, so it's 30 by 30 by 30, or if we look at the sort of the older measurement systems, 1 foot by 1 foot by 1 foot, 3 foot. Color wise, normally a neutral color is good. I like to use red because in Chinese the red attracts qi, so it brings more energy to the space, which is really great. And then optional, you can have a candle and some incense. So I've got my frankincense going and I've got my candle going. So first of all, what I like to do is I like to take the cord and I like to just get it ready. So I move it very quickly just through the candle flame. No, it's not touching the flame, I'm just moving it over it. So just imagining that I'm cleaning that. And then you can move that through the incense smoke as well. That you can do a bit slower. So my intention here is I'm cleaning away anything that does not belong to this. So basically wiping the slate clean. So at the moment it's just a little ball like that. So I'm going to just hold my hands over that and take a moment to think or imagine or work with or meditate on what it is that you're wanting to manifest. So whether it's clients or money or whatever it is, just take a moment to do that in your own time. I'm going to actually pause the video on this side and I'll continue when I'm done. So what you do is you do in your own time, pause the video, get your intention going, and then we'll continue. Okay, so now throughout the process, what you're going to do is you're going to keep your focus and your awareness on your intention. So whatever your intention is. So the cord, you're going to place in front of you lengthwise, and it's important that you do not get mixed up. So you don't want this cord flying all over the place. Because we need to keep track of the knots and where they go. Okay, so I'm going to share screen so that you can see what's happening. So that is our sequence that we're going to be working with. So you can see it does not follow a linear sequence. So 1 is over there, 2 is over there, 3 is over there, so it bounces around. There is a logic to all of this. And so what we're going to do is we're going to start with the first knot. So the first knot is on your left side of the cord, and you literally will do a normal little knot, like a knot. And then I like to just give it a little bit of space before and after. So knot, and then that's it. And while you knot that, you say, by the knot of 1, the spell's begun. My focus and my awareness is on my intention. And then you can make that knot. Okay, and just remember which side you are. Pause if you need more time. Now we're going to go to knot 2. So you're going to basically be on the opposite end of the cord. So I'm going to go to this side now. I want to try and see if I can be roughly in about the same position as knot 1. And I'm making my knot. I'm focusing on my intention. So I've got my little knot. And by the knot of 2, this wish comes true. And then tie that. Now we're going slap bang in the middle between knot 1 and knot 2. So it's going to be there at the bottom. Just don't get confused between which one's knot 1 and which one's knot 2. We don't want it reversing around. So you just do your measurement and then check where that is. And I'm in the middle. And don't get confused with sides. Make your knot. And then as you tie that knot, you say by the knot of 3, so it shall be. Focus on your intention. Now we go between knot 3 and 1. So right in the middle between those two, that's where knot 4 goes. I'm going to put my knot in position. Okay, by the knot of 4, it strengthens more. Now we're going to position 5, which is between knot 3 and 2. So just find that measurement, that's where it is, and you're going to do your knot there. By the knot of 5, so shall it thrive. There we go, just tightening that. 6 is between 1 and 4. So again, that middle point between the two. And I'm putting my knot in. Make sure it's in the center between them. By the knot of 6, this spell I fix. 7 is between 4 and 2. Okay, so I'm first getting the knot in, and then I'm going to position it, and then as I tie it, by the knot of 7, the stars of heaven. Knot 8, it's in between, I think it's 3 and 5. By the knot of 8, okay, let me just actually put it in to its position. So I've got it there. By the knot of 8, the hands of fate. And then number 9 is going to be by the knot of 9. Let me just actually put it in. By the knot of 9. I'm just getting my knot in its position. This thing is mine. That's it. So now you should have 9 equally spaced knots. Okay. So once you've got this, you don't really need to know which side is which. So from this point on, unless you wanted to mark it, you can. If you're going to be using it in a specific way, then you can do that. Mark it with a little string or something, maybe fray one end a little bit. For me, it's not too important because the spell is already done. It's in its positions. They've been knotted and crystallized into their positions. So I'm just going to take all of this and again hold it in my hand, and I'm going to focus on my intentions and just reinforce what it is that I'm wanting to manifest. And then what you can do is take that through the candle flame again, bringing the light to this now. So we're bringing more energy to this. And I'm going to take it through the incense smoke to bless this some more. And I've got a little bell here, so I'll just do a little bell over this. And I basically used the bell as it started. It was a little bit shaky. It felt almost like grainy. It didn't like really make a nice sound. And I kept going until it made a nice clear sound and it was flowing quite nicely. Okay, so now that you've got this, you can take this and you can either put it around your wrist and you can wear it around your wrist until it falls off or until your wish has come true. You could just roll it up and you can put it somewhere. You can put it on your altar. You can put it, I always like to put it under my mattress. That's one way that I use them. Or you can place them in any position. Maybe you can make it something that you wear around your neck or something like that. I quite like wearing it around the wrist as well. And then when you're done with this, let's say your intention or your wish or your focus came true and it's complete, then what you do is you cut between the knots. So between each of the two knots you'll cut. So you cut it into different small pieces, and then you can bury that. That's one way to get rid of it. Or you could take this and you can wrap it around a tree. That's another way that you can actually continue the spell working. So if you, let's say for example, this is a continuous thing that I want to continue working with, I can wrap it around a tree now, and then as the tree grows, it keeps feeding this. Another way to dispose of it is to burn it. Even if I burn it, I still like to cut between the knots, and then I burn it and then bury the ash or get rid of the ash. So that's the story. So I think that's all we wanted to say today. So it's very quick in the video because obviously we would have done it nice and slow together, but I think that now you can do it in your own time.